Billy, Kenny said that there were some defensive breakdowns on the final 2 threes by Donovan Lamb in the first half. And was there more that you guys could have done to defend the three-point line today?
I thought they shot it very well. I think that you're always in a bind just personnel-wise on the floor. The 2 threes at the end were probably ones that we could have done a little bit better job. One was in transition, and got caught on Lamb, and he probably gave a little bit too much help in the post. And as the ball was going back out, he was late, he knocked it down, and then we tried to switch to zone there because there was not a whole lot of time before the half was out. And I thought, again, he got sucked in a little bit too far on the wing, and he kicked it to him, and he knocked down the second one. But, they shot the ball well, but you got to give help in the post because of Gilchrist and Davis and Jones, just their length and their size. You just don't want those guys individually off on an island. So you got to come off here and there, and they shot it well, so you got to give them credit.
Billy, were your three-point shooting problems you had, were they good shots that just didn't go in, contested shots, and maybe you should have made an extra pass?
Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily attacked their defense great in terms of with a high level of intelligence there, but I did think that we had some decent looks. I thought one of the things that hurt us, at least in the first half, is I thought we had a lot of plays in around the basket that we could have finished, that we didn't finish, that were on the rim, that we had pretty clean looks. And then I thought we had a couple plays where we got in there and probably, as you mentioned, could have made the extra pass, had a little bit better ball movement. But it was probably a combination of their defense, and then we missed some shots.
Billy, is this another case when you start missing some shots and maybe they start thinking like they're worried too much about shooting the ball and the defense breaks down?
Well, listen, they're very, very good. There's not like one thing necessarily you do against them that is a formula to win. They have obviously, I think, good shooting. Maybe the stats don't necessarily prove out that way, but Lamb is a very, very capable shooter. Miller is a capable shooter. I think when Teague's got his feet set, he's a solid shooter. Jones every once in a while, can throw one in on you. But I think they had the right guys taking threes in terms of when they were open. But then you also got to account for the backboard, and you also got to account for post-ups and things in the basket. So I think there's a lot that goes in. Certainly, shooting the basketball well on the road always helps. We didn't shoot it well. But I also thought some of our turnovers there in the stretch, some of their transition, hurt us. I also felt that, we came out of the half and we got off to at least to a good start. We scored the first 4 points, and then I thought that they answered the bell. I think they made back-to-back threes. I think Lamb and Teague both made threes, but they kind of regained some momentum pretty quickly.